In our fitness and well-being piece this evening, we feature the Japanese martial art of Iaido. Developed as a defensive method to counter surprise attacks and enemy raids in 15th and 16th century Japan, a rough translation of Iaido conveys the idea that one must always be prepared for any eventuality and handle problems with swift resolve. More on this ancient samurai art and the scene in Jordan in this report. Drawing of the sword, and on a basic level, Iaido is about how to use the sword. To be more precise, how to draw the sword from its sheath, strike or cut an opponent, remove blood from the blade, and then replace the sword in its sheath, all in one motion. But although these are basic Iaido kata, the preset series of movements initially developed to overcome an enemy, Iaido's ultimate aim is to cultivate the spirit, to master not drawing the sword at all. Iaido nowadays represents the intrinsic form of Japanese Budo, a philosophy and a way of life that utilizes the martial arts as a means of self-improvement.
Iaido is a journey. It is a journey where you go down a path where you think you know things and discover that it's just the tip of the iceberg and there's so much more. It's a journey of not just learning how to use the sword, it's a journey for life. It teaches you patience, it teaches you inner peace. It teaches you to look at the world in a different way.
During Iaido training, most practitioners use unsharpened practice swords called Iaido, but some use real swords, shinken, with the permission of their teachers. There is also no opponent to confront. One needs to create an imaginary opponent when training. And although this is the basic idea, in reality one is conquering the enemy within oneself, confronting one's own limitations and imperfections. Through this form of mental training using the sword, one learns through repetition, discipline, respect, about fear and courage, staying focused and being present. The secret to Iaido is a calm and serene spirit.
We have a quote in Iaido that says, Saya no uchi no kachi, which means achieving victory before you draw the sword from the saya. That means that you should use the peace in your all aspects of life to better yourself and to deal with others. To train Iaido, you need a calm spirit, so it teaches you to really be so calm and be really aware of the surroundings.
It teaches me to be patient. I am a very impulsive person, so it teaches me how to breathe. When you breathe, the energy of life flows into you.
The Japanese martial art of Iaido, introduced to Jordan in 1993 by Sara Kabariti and which came under the umbrella of the Jordan Judo Federation in 2000, is about to see the dawn of a new era with recent new developments.
After such a long period as the Jordan Kendo Committee, we have the green light from the Jordan Olympic Committee to actually become a federation, which is really great and exciting news for us because it allows us to expand our base, get more people, get better financial support. It raises our standard amongst the Europeans when we go to compete.
Many of the greatest Iaido practitioners today are in their late 90s and still train daily. As the journey of honing one's character and skill is endless, this should come as no surprise. It is said that the sword is like the mind. If the sword is upright, the mind is upright. If the mind isn't so, then the sword can never be wielded properly. If you are looking for something beyond just a physical workout, a polishing of your character and life, then you have found your key. But know that once you open that door, destination does not exist, as the road is a journey of never-ending learning and perfection. The philosophy of Iaido speaks to the spirit. May the spirit of the ancient warriors of Japan, the samurai, accompany you on your journey. This is Dana Abusham for the News at 10.